What's up, guys? Chris with Chef Sports Cards here. So I've had these for a little bit, and I've been wanting to do a reveal and talk about my experience with SGC, okay, and my opinions on it. I've been so busy, I haven't, I got them back maybe a week or two ago. They've been sitting here, and I wanted to put some information together too, just to kind of let you guys know. Dawson, Mike, how you doing? Um, my opinions on it. Okay, so I'm not an expert grader. I don't want anyone to, I'm certainly not the Bible on this. There are guys out there who are much, much more experienced with this than I am. But I have done grading submissions with all the major graders, and usually I do like one a year for stuff of my own, just stuff that some of it I want to sell, some of it I want to keep. And you'll see in this stack of cards I have here, there's some here that obviously are just personal cards that I got done myself, so on and so forth. So as a lot of you guys may know, SGC, who's been around for 20 years, all of a sudden became really hot over the summer. Over the past few years, Beckett and PSA have had some definite issues with timing. As most of you may or may not know, if you're grading with PSA these days, you're basically talking probably about 7 months to get a return on your PSA cards. And Beckett may be a little bit shorter, from what I understand. I haven't done Beckett in a few years, but a few years ago, Beckett was the one that was like uh, through the roof. You know what I mean? Like Beckett was like 7, 8 months. I hear they're a little bit better these days. Like I said, I haven't done it with them in a few years. So SGC became hot. Everyone was talking about it, and I thought to myself, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a mix of cards. And there's, like I said, a few in here that yes, I intended to sell, but really I just wanted to get a mix of cards to see what their grading process was like, what they came back with, and you'll see as I go through them and show you what I got here. But I want to tell you about my experience first and whether or not it's worth it. Okay. Um, so, to give you an idea, I submitted my cards and they were received by SGC on May 15th. Okay. They were not finished until October 29th. It was 119 business days. Now, when I submitted, okay, I submitted on the quote unquote 20 business day plan. All right. Now, for those of you who may know about the story SGC came out on July 24th and gave this big talk about how basically they were super backed up, and they still are. And they were going to change their system and so on and so forth. And now it was basically going to be you could pay $100 for a card and get it back in a week, or you could pay $10 per card and get it back in months and months and months from now, 6, 7 months from now, kind of like PSA is. But they, of course, let all this stuff build up before that. Now, in my case, there was a different situation. And this is where this was a little annoying. All right. So they get my cards on May 15th. I get a call on June 27th from a number in it doesn't identify who the number is, but it was from Boca Raton, Florida, and I didn't see it. I didn't answer it, right? But something stuck in the back of my mind. I was like, who's calling me from Boca Raton, Florida? I tried calling it back later that night, and it was SGC. So I called them back in the morning. They got back to me the next day on the 29th, and they had said that there was 21 cards in the submission that I sent in. But I had only paid for 20 cards. Okay? That was my mistake. I don't know how I end up sticking another card in there. But my question to them was, why didn't you just grade the cards and send the 21st card back with the cards? Because on the day I got the call from SGC, it was day 36 already for them telling me that, they had just, they're basically just going through my cards and realized that there's one extra there. It was already day 36. And then what they did was I paid them for that 21st card. The guy told me on the phone they tried to email me 3 times and this and that, which they did none of that. And then basically he literally said this was my fault and not theirs, which, from a customer service aspect, I thought was a bit tough, but whatever. It was my fault. I put an extra card in by accident. But then what they did is they reset my submission date to July 1st. And then as you'll see, like let me bring this up real quick. So here's my invoice I got back from them. So originally I submitted on May 15th for 20 days. They waited till almost 6 weeks later to call me, and then they changed my submission to 70 days and they changed my date to July 1st. So, and even the 70 days or whatever I would have been fine with if they kept my original submission date. If somebody said, hey, this guy sent his cards to us 6 weeks ago, you know, we should make sure we get on top of this and get them back to him in another 6 weeks or whatever. But obviously they didn't do that. Okay. Um, Whatever. I mean, look, I know they're very busy, and I am not saying that it's a good way to handle business, okay? But I understand grading and how it works, and I understand that it takes time and so on and so forth, and I can handle that. That's not a big deal. Um, the whole we sent you the emails that I never got, and the whole it's my fault thing or whatever pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, but it was what it was. So that's why it ended up turning into 119 days. Now, if I had paid for the 21st card, I don't know, maybe I would have gotten it back a month or two. Yeah, it was unprofessional. I thought it was, but okay. And look, I get it. They're mob. They were overwhelmed. I'll give them a little benefit of the doubt with that. Um, but I think they should have kept the submission date as it was and worked to try and get me my cards back sooner. So a 20-day submission turned into 119 days, which obviously 6 times as long is pretty long. Like I said, on the 24th, they came out with that talk. And now on the 24th, when they came out, July 24th, and said that they were behind, they said then it was 45 to 50 days. And then, like I said, on my submission form that I got back, it said 70. So, it is what it is. That's just my experience with them. I will be honest with you. I don't think I'll use SGC again after the experience that I had. And there are other reasons too, which I'll get to later. But I'll kind of go through the cards, show you what I got. For the most part, the grades were pretty decent. A couple of them were a little lousy, but whatever. Like I said, this was a very specific mix of cards that I sent. I wanted to send different types of cards. A couple of them are autoed. One is an on-card auto. One is a sticker auto. I wanted to see how the grades would come back. So here, we'll just kind of go through the cards first. So the Acuna 2019. Sorry, that's my dog. Hold on a second. What is going on? Where is she? Is she okay? I don't know. She's just screaming. You okay? All right. Sorry, guys. My dog started freaking out. Anyway, let's get back to it. Luna, you okay? That was weird. Anyway, okay, here we go. So, 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire Acuna, nice card. Got a 10, can't complain. I actually couldn't find one that was SGC graded that sold on eBay. So I don't know what it sold for, and I'm going to talk about pricing in a few minutes. Next one, this is honestly just a personal card that I want to get on. It's Scott Kingery short print, rookie. Got a 9, not great. Not great. The one thing I don't like is they didn't indicate that it was a short print up here. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, I've always thought that BGS does the best job of descriptions on top of theirs. Again, I should have better lighting for this one, but they always do a better job of doing like a full description of the cards on BGS. You'll see there's another short print that I got graded. It's kind of the same thing. Red jersey. It doesn't indicate it's a short print or anything like that. And to be honest with you, the red jersey, I think I put that in when I submitted it. So when you submit your cards, you have to either find it in a drop-down menu, and if it's not there, you have to submit what it is. So I think the description could be better, but we got a 9 on that one. Again, this is just a personal card, so just a stupid Phillies card. All right, so they didn't like any of my Tatis cards, basically. Tatis, I got a 9, which sucks. There's one that's worse, so. Aaron Judge, rookie, got a 10. So, Nice card there. That's from Topps Chrome. Alonso, Pete Alonso. This is a Series 2 rookie. His like original rookie. Got a 10. I actually had 2 of these, which I'll show you the other one in a little bit. And this is a Med Rosario rookie from Topps Chrome from 18 to 50 gold refractor, 23 of 50. So I've got a 10, which is nice. Devers rookie, Gold Cup rookie, 9.5, not bad. I have about 50 of these Devers rookies. I just wanted to get one graded and see how it looked. Yeah, all my Tatises were low. And it's funny you say I was going to bring that up. I was going to say I've heard more people say this too about the Tatis cards. I did mix them up though and sent some different ones. So from Update Gleiber, as a rookie, 9.5. It's not bad. Cody Bellinger, rookie debut from Topps Chrome with a 10. Nice one there. And then the Cody Bellinger Topps Chrome rookie with a 9.5. Or rather, there was a 10 on that one, but you know. Here's another one. I'm a Josh Bell fan. I just like him. This is a short print rookie of his. And again, it just says in dugout. I'm trying to make sure. There it goes. It just says in dugout. It doesn't really indicate it as a short print, although it is. It's not a valuable card, you know. I mean, honestly, it's probably a $10 or $15 card graded, but I'm just a Josh Bell fan, so I wanted to get one of them done. Eloy Pink, rookie from Topps Chrome, rookie debut, 9.5. See, now, like on this one, they did give a better description, you know, so I think it might have to do more with the information in their database. Yeah, I'm just a big Josh Bell fan. So I think, like I said, when you go in and you submit, you use a drop down menu. And if you can find the card in the drop down menu, then you get kind of a bigger description. The Josh Bell was again the same thing. I just wrote in dugout just to give them an idea what the card was, and then they used it as the description. So, oh well, it is what it is. All right, so this was the really bad one of the Tatises. 8.5 on Tatis rated rookie hollow, which really hurts. And I've been looking at it to try and see. There's like a fingerprint down here. I think that could be it. So I'm actually probably going to crack this out, clean it, and have it regraded by somebody else, because this is a valuable card that an 8.5 is not going to do me any good whatsoever. So so that one hurt, that's for sure. And then I got this Tatis at a 9.5 from Sterling, rookie, which is a nice one. Would have been nicer as a 10, but yeah, I know, what a description, right? In dugout. So, in honesty, I believe this was the 21st card, the one coming up. I actually opened a box of cards the night before I sent this in, and I think I got this card in the box and I added it in at the last second. So I think this is the card I forgot to add. Austin Riley, Topps Chrome Update, 2019 Topps Chrome Update, X-Fractor, 32 of 125. Nice card. And I thought, it's a sticker auto too. And I thought, oh, well, let's get a sticker auto done to see how they grade it. So auto got a 10, card got a 9.5, but really nice card. So again, I'm an Austin Riley fan. All right, a few more left. Vlad from Stadium Club got a 10. Again, just wanted to give them some different types of cards to see if they would grade differently. I do love the tuxedo look, but there are some large spaces in some of them, like the way they're set in there. That's, you know, could be a little better, but the black tuxedo look is a nice look. Bichette, 2016 Bowman Chrome Draft, first Bichette 9.5, not bad. And this is obviously a personal card. The 2014 Aaron Nola, 10/10 for my PC Aaron Nola, I have about 60 or 70 autos of his. So I have a few of these. I always wanted to get one of them graded, and I don't know why I haven't in the past. So I'm not going to complain. All right. So I have 3 cards left here, and the reason I left these 3 for the end is because I did some price comparison. And this is where it comes into the whole, is it worth it? Okay. Is SGC worth it? Is it worth the price? Is it worth the time? Is it worth the effort? Okay. Um, so just to give you guys an idea, SGC is basically $10 a card. Pretty simple, straight up. You go in on their website, you pull down from the drop down menu, you put in your card, you send it in. It's a very easy process to deal with. PSA and Beckett are both easy processes to deal with as far as the submission goes. They are somewhat more expensive. Okay. PSA, first of all, PSA, you have to buy a subscription. Well, you don't have to, but you basically buy a subscription to get the value pricing, which value pricing is $10 a card over 100 cards. But if you go down from there, it ends up being 15, 20, $25 a card, depending on how many you're grading, sorry, so on and so forth. Gil, what's up, buddy? All right, I'll take a look at it. BGS is the same way. It's much more expensive to get BGS done. Now, I like them all. Don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody kind of looks at PSA as the standard, I suppose. I do like BGS, especially because of the subgrades. It gives you a good idea of where or why, and subgrades have a lot to do with it. And to be honest with you, BGS cards sell for a lot when you hit the right, numbers on it. But so basically, I pulled 3 cards that I did price comparisons on. Okay, so the first one is this one, big card this year, right? The 2020 Bowman First Edition. You see the little First Edition sign. Jasson Dominguez, all right? Big card. Everyone was looking for it. Got a 10. That's wonderful, okay? So to give you an idea, price-wise, what the value of it is, I did some research last night, okay? So the last 4 SGC 10 Jasson Dominguez first edition cards sold for 98, 110, 155, and $193 respectively. Now, the $193 sale was with PWCC, which they're kind of, everybody knows their prices are run up a little bit. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, that number, okay? But basically it's run from basically $100 up to 150. That's the last 4 SGC, this exact card right here, that sold for 98, 110, 193, and 155. The last 4 PSA 10s sold for 275, 263, 260, and 301. And that 301 was also a PWCC card. Okay, so again, I kind of took into account that their auctions tend to go a little higher for whatever reason. So I guess the big question is, there are obviously huge differences in price. Okay, and I did the math on it too. It ends up being that the PSA cards got 48.5% higher bids, almost twice the price of SGC. Now, in fairness, I suppose last year, if you went to SGC, getting the quick turnaround, it's a huge difference. And believe this is only the first card. I have a few more I'm going to tell you about too. I suppose if you wanted cards graded for your set that you could get back quickly, SGC would be great to go to. But at this point now, you're basically spending the same amount of time to get an SGC card back as you are to get a PSA, and you're half the price. By PSG and resub to PSA. Well, no, I mean, look, what I'm saying is that you may pay $5 or $10 more for the grade from PSA, but the value of the card is double what it is from SGC. I mean, okay, so that's this one. All right, now I didn't just do it with that card. I did it with a few more just to kind of give you an idea. Okay, so here's the next one. Eloy's. This is his Series 2, legitimate rookie, okay, out of 2019 Topps last year. And I did the same exact comparison, okay? PSA, graded 10. The last 4 cards, this is just the last 4 cards that sold on eBay, was 50, 53, 49, and $42. Those were the last 4 that sold on eBay. The last 4 SGC cards that sold, SGC 10s that sold on eBay, $15.55, $12, $12.50, and $23.50, for a difference of 68%. So the PSA cards sold for 68% higher than the SGC cards did. Now, again, going back to what I was saying, if you're looking for a quick turnaround on a card that's inexpensive, SGC would have been a good option a year ago. Yes, the value wouldn't have been there. Obviously, it still sells more than raw card prices do. But now you're again talking about probably 6, 7 months to get your cards back. I mean, look, they're saying it's a 70-day submission at this point. 70 days is 4 months, basically, you know. And that's numbers probably a lie, to be honest with you. So, and look, I'm not doing this to shoot SGC in the foot, and certainly I don't have enough followers to shoot anybody in the foot. But you guys are my friends who hang out with me all the time, and these are the last four sales on that. They're all in the last week or two. That's why I just went. Believe me, there's a lot of things that could affect the price. I mean, if I went back 2 months ago and looked at it, the price would be different too. All of these cards that I have told you are the exact last four sales um, on eBay. Here, let me show you something. I'll show this to you. Go back here just to so you guys know I'm not trying to lead you down a primrose path or anything like that. Damn it. Why am I not coming up here? Hold on a second. Go here. Yeah. Let me see if I can get this to work. No, of course not. It doesn't want to work now. I was going to show it to you on eBay, but basically, these are the very last four. These all sold in the last week or two. So, um, so again, a 68% difference. I mean, substantial. All right. And then I got one more that I did. This is the Alonso. I had two Alonsos done. I don't know why. I just must have grabbed two. That might have been the 21st card for all I know. But again, we got a 10. And the last four SGC 10s that sold were 1999, 1363, 1363, and 2050. And then the last four PSA 10s that sold were 26, 3208, 32, and 30 for a 43% difference. So PSA sold 34 or 43% higher. So, yes, I agree with Dawson. Dawson's right. There are different things that affect pricing. Okay, there's different things that affect sales, but these are dramatic. I mean, these are really dramatic price differences. If I would even go as far as to say that there was a 10% plus minus kind of, gray zone in there. But honestly, when you're talking about 30, 40, 50% difference in price, and you're not talking about a difference in and the cost is maybe $10 more to grade the card. PSA is obviously the way to go. You know. Now, for all you guys out there who aren't serious graders, and I'm not one, believe me, I'm not at all. Like I said, one of the great things you can do nowadays is there's a lot of groups out there who do bulk submission grading. Um, I used to do it through some of the breakers that I did. I haven't done one with anyone in a while, but I know there's some guys out there, and I probably should have gotten you guys some information on that. But, um, and what's great about them is those guys are professional graders. So a lot of times, if you send them your cards, they'll give your cards a look over too before they send them in. They'll hit them with with a microfiber towel to make sure you're not getting banged on a fingerprint on the front or this or that. You know what I mean? Like there's there's a lot of good guys out there who you can submit grading with where they submit hundreds of cards every month, get good pricing, get good grades, so on and so forth. So again, some people want to wait, some people don't. This is a section of the hobby that some people are really into and some people aren't. Look, sometimes you just want to take that big hit that you got, get it graded really fast, pay $100, get it back in a week or two, and turn around and make a huge profit. Great. That you should do that too. But this was my experience with SGC, and like I said, I try to give you guys the information that I have. Just my feelings on it. Is it worth it? Probably not, in my estimation. I probably will not use them again. They did a nice job with the grades. The grades I can't complain about other than that one Tatis. The cards do look great. A lot of these are for my personal collection, so I'm not that worried about it. But, if you are looking to make money off your cards and to get every dollar out of them possible, PSA or even Beckett BGS. I did the BGS numbers too, and honestly, PSA was the highest, but BGS 9.5s were definitely more than the SGC 10s. So anyway, guys, I hope you found this informative. I hope you like seeing the cards that we got. We'll be back on Thursday night. We got Thursday, Saturday, Sunday this week. Tons of breaks coming up, Gold Label and Optic and Chrome and Platinum and all that stuff. So thanks for listening, and hit a like, hit a subscribe if you can, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.